I woke up this morning feeling like I had a horrible nightmare, feeling like I'm mourning the death of my closest friend, but to have to accept the fact that this is reality is a nightmare in itself. No one knows the pain that the media and unwanted options from the public has caused my family. To make us relive a moment in our lives that we regret every day is a horrible thing. To take something away from the man I love that he's worked his off for his entire life to gain ratings is horrific. This is our life. What don't you all get? If your intentions were to hurt us, embarrass us, make us feel alone, take all happiness away, you've succeeded on so many levels. Just know we will continue to grow and show the world what real love is. Ravens Nation, we love you. You got to feel for her in this situation because...
Yo, what's up, world? It is your buddy, Philko here, reporting kind of live from Budapest, Hungary. About to bring you another video on the whole Ray Rice incident. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I support Ray Rice, and at the same time, I support his wife, Jana. I support both of them in their actions and their relationship, and in this video, I will explain to you why I support them both. You have to watch the whole video in order to understand. Now, first of all, with this whole situation, that video should have never been made public. That was a private issue between a married couple. It should have never been made public. And for those of you who don't know, as you saw in the video clip, just like the wife said, she was angry, the media made a circus out of it. Right. It should have never been made public. It was private. And if the people who released it really gave a shit about Janae, they would have contacted her and asked for her permission in order to release that video. But they didn't give a shit. They only cared about themselves. Because a lot of people out there acting like they can't. You know what I'm gonna make this video about? This video is not gonna be about if you really give a shit about Janae. Because so many people out there really think they give a shit about Janae and they're doing the right thing for Janae. Let's see if that's true. Now, the video shouldn't have been made public because Janae, one, she didn't want it to be made public, and two, she's satisfied with her relationship with her man. That's what she's trying to tell people in her little tweet that she made. People don't understand. People don't understand them when they see that video. They don't know their history. They don't know what happened. They don't know how often that happened. People don't understand what they see. Let me give you an example. There's a lot of things I can do indoors. What I can do indoors with a girl that if she does outside, I'm just absolutely pissed off. So like if we're indoors, right? I'm always dating a white girl and I'm a black guy. So when we're like hanging out, indoors or she gets mad at me, she pushes me away or she moves away from me, she doesn't want to talk to me. Indoors, that is absolutely fine. I'm okay with it because, it's just me and her, she's mad at me, whatever. Now, if we go outside when there's other people around, I'm sure the dude didn't know there was a camera there. It was still a bad idea for him to do that, like out the house, but still, I'll get to why I said that. If she were to do something like that in public, that would absolutely piss me off. Because if I literally have to chase this bitch because she's running away, or if I literally have to try to hold her hand because she's trying to fight it to get her hand away from me, it looks like I'm some random guy fucking with her or something. And that would be the last time I ever see that girl. You understand? Because people will look and they won't understand. They won't know that we've been together for 2.5 years. She's just some girl who's mad at me. And I gotta explain that to every fucking guy who comes and tries to separate me from her. They don't understand. That's one. This is just me saying, when you see shit, you don't really understand the situation. Nothing is as it looks until you find out why it happened and the history between the two. You really need to know the history. And why? How do I know that? Well, when this shit first happened, I didn't jump on the whole he's a monster bandwagon with everyone else. I waited to hear what his wife had to say about it. And as soon as I heard what she had to say about it, I felt bad for her. Because everyone out there thinks they're helping her when they're just making it worse. Next one. Next point. Like I said, it depends on how she takes it. Because you know what? Women are not children. She may be weaker than him. It doesn't mean she's stupid. It doesn't mean she's not intelligent. She knows that she can have a man who doesn't hit her. And I promise you guys that it's not his first time hitting her. He's probably hit her so many times you can't count it on your hand. But she prefers to stay with him. Let me give you an example. I had a friend who was dating a girl in high school. And I remember, I never knew he hit girls. I remember the first time I saw him hit her, I was like, did he just do that shit? This dude is wildin'. He's wildin'. And she just stood there with her head down, and he hit her again, she just took it. And I'm like, this dude is wildin', especially because he's doing it in public. I thought it was crazy. Me, one of my other friends, and this girl one day hung out without him. He wasn't there, you know. I was like the trustworthy guy in the neighborhood. Everyone like kind of fucking trusted me. I don't know why. So, you know, it was okay for her to hang out with us because I was there. And as we were talking to her, the dude I was with says to her, why do you let him hit you? And she said, because I love him. And then he was like, why don't you just leave him? She goes, because I want to be with him. Mind your business. And then once I heard that, I never cared when I saw it. I never cared. Because what's funny is even the guy who hit her, he would say, if you don't like my rules, you could go be with somebody else. She stayed. Now, whether you see her as an idiot, whether you see her as being under his spell or some stupid shit, the point is, if someone's being hit and they have the option to leave, but they decide to stay, especially after first, second time, we should all mind our business. That's why, I mean, when I saw this, when I saw that clip, I was like, I wonder how many times he's done that to her and how many times she came back, because I don't care after a certain amount of time. You really think you're helping somebody when you're actually not. If that's what she's used to, that's what she's used to. She's not an idiot. She knows she's a beautiful woman. She knows she can have a man who doesn't hit her. We all know that. She knows that. She's not a child. She's a woman. Women have more patience than men. Who knows how long she waited for a guy like him. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. As long as she is free to leave whenever she wants, especially after he's done it already, I can't be so sensitive towards her. That's what she's used to. She'd rather deal with that than deal with other men out there. She has the option to leave. She does not want to take it, and that was not the first time. I guarantee you all that was not the first time. The first time a guy hits a girl is usually in a comfortable place. Usually in a very comfortable place. And the smart women, what do they do after they get hit? They leave after the first time. They're gone. This lady chose to say that's her choice. Next one. Another reason why it's good to, this video should have been kept private, but another reason why it's good to let them stay and not ridicule this man is because if he kills her one day, it's unfortunate for her, but it's good for every other woman out there. Because let's say he beats her to death, burns her or something like that, right? After that, then you should release the footage of him hitting her, then give the story of how he killed her later. Why? Because a lot of young women after that who see this, they're way more likely to leave a man once he touches her. Yeah, it would be really bad for her, but it'll be good for our women because they'll see it. And they'll be like, oh, once they get hit, they'll think, oh, the last person got hit that I know of by their man ended up getting killed, so I'm gonna leave this guy. So it'll be much less common to have relationships in which men are hitting women because women would leave. They'll leave. And you got to understand that the vast majority of relationships where the man is hitting the woman has the option to leave. It's amazing because you know what? If this comes out, remember I said it first, I wouldn't even be surprised if one of them mentions that Ray Rice has even said, if you don't like something of this nature, if you don't like me, you can leave. I wouldn't be surprised if he said anything like that to her at all during their marriage, and she stayed after getting hit. Does that change the way you think about it? They're a couple, They're not just some random guy and girl. They're a couple. She loves him. She's staying with him. All right, let me get to the next point. There was a saying in old Soviet Russia. I spent way too long in Russia that I know this stuff. And the saying was, if a man hits you, it means he loves you. Now, I'm not saying I agree with that, but that was the old Soviet saying. I don't agree with it, but I understand what they're trying to say by that. I understand. So let me give a scenario. If she was in if he was in the elevator on tape kissing another woman, she's drunk and they got him on tape saying, yeah, baby, do you like the car I got you for your birthday? And she's like, yeah, sweetie. He's like, good. Now, that would be him cheating. Would you release that video? Probably. Now, when that comes out, would he get in trouble for cheating on his wife? Or let's just say they weren't husband and wife. They were just, it was his fiance. They're not officially married and he was cheating on her. Would he get fired from the team? Would he go to prison? Would those things happen to him if he was just cheating on her? I don't think so. But you know what's funny? I guarantee you, him cheating on her and especially spending his money on her, as in this other woman, would hurt his wife more than him hitting her. Oh yeah, would hurt her much more. Would hurt most women more. Especially he's cheating, telling this other girl he loves her, and he's spending his money on her. But people will say, yeah, leave him, he's a dog, but people will not be as mad at him with something that he does that she's not that upset about. Because people usually, when they see something happen, they put themselves in that person's position and they try to make what they would want to happen. But you're not her. So you don't understand her in that position. And until you understand her in that position, you should not so quickly react to want to do things that will mess up their relationship. Now, I mean, if I was a police officer and I saw it, of course, I'd break it up and I'd arrest him, of course. That's first things first. Of course, that's the job, that's the law. You can't just let someone beat someone's ass. I'm not trying to say, let him beat her ass. Basically, with this whole thing, what I'm trying to say is that you people are ruining their lives. That's what she's saying. And I've been realizing this since I first saw the video. Because it's just so weird to me. I'm like, people see things, they just jump to conclusions they don't understand. No, we need to hear what happened. We really need to, arrest them, separate them, then hear what happened from both sides. We need to know what happened. And more importantly, what happened, how she feels, and what happened from her side. That is the most important, her side here. You understand? And it turns out that she doesn't give a fuck. She wants to be with him and she wants the rest of you to leave her the hell alone. You think you're helping her, but you're making it worse. She's not an idiot. She knows she can have a man that doesn't hit her. She doesn't want that man. She wants the man that she has now. Sure, he may hit her, but maybe everything else is perfect. She's alive. There's no marks or bruises on her face. Now, I'm not saying it's good to hit women. I'm saying if a woman chooses the right to allow her man to hit her sometimes, that's her fucking right. That is her right. If she says, oh, it's okay, he hits me sometimes, it's okay, it's fucking okay. Well, as long as it doesn't break the bounds of the law. So, I mean, I'm trying to explain it, but it's just, right here, people's sensitivity is ruining her reality. Your sensitivity is ruining her reality. You seeing her getting hit, getting butthurt about it, and you guys want to do things like get him off the team and arrest him and make him lose his contract. Who are you helping? Well, you actually might just be helping other famous people from hitting their wives. That's true. But if you're saying it, if you say you're doing it just for Janae Palmer, you're wrong and you're messing up her life. But you are doing something that is kind of good for other wives of celebrities. Other wives of celebrities and sportsmen, they're less likely to hit their wives now because you see what happened with this. But when it comes to Janae Palmer specifically, you're ruining shit. You're not helping anything. And she's saying it herself. Listen to her. She's the victim. You listen to her. She's had the opportunity to leave. She doesn't want to do it. She's a woman, not a child. You live with the decisions you've made as an adult. And she's trying to do it. You guys will not let her. And that is basically it. Later. How the fuck do I cut this shit?